Hello, subbies and newbies. Welcome to a new series called The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I don't know, I wanted to do a difficult puzzle game, and I heard good things about this game as well as it being fun. It may not be difficult, but, we'll see. We'll see. And, so I'm sure some of you are big Sherlock Holmes fans, so I thought that might be great. I already figured my settings, so all we need to do is just click on the yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't know where to put Sherlock settings, so I think I may move a little bit. Let me just change one thing really fast. You know what I didn't do? I didn't fix the settings. Oh, that's better. Okay, come on. Ooh. Give me that prologue. Sound like a cat right now. That noise, that child laugh is so very inaccurate. I thought we were just gonna flip the hat over and bunnies will fall out.
Ow! Ah! What's this? No.
That boy is very blonde. Oh, it's Sherlock and Watson.
Ah. Ooh. Oh, look! It's a book!
Is that a cleaver on the back of it? Is that a
Maybe
cleaver
it's
or
a
the
book
book?
about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle. And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of
She
my
didn't
life
turn the
thus far.
page. She got to the beginning of the
It all
story.
began early one morning in 1898, when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Marquis Cunningham. Oh my god, the graphics look great.
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your
He's so subtle with the
investigations,
insults.
I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
Alright, so to look around, I'm playing this on the controller, so I look around the broken showcase and press A. Showcase. Oh, the sensitivity is really horrible. Let me see. Is it better on the keyboard? Oh, it's stiffer on the mouse. Oh, I might just play on the keyboard then. Okay, so the showcase. Click on it.
This window was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
After clues examined, the icon will turn green. Please move Sherlock Holmes near the left window. You should see 2 clues icons simultaneously. Oh wait, I don't have a cursor. Alright, so... Okay, to enter examination mode within multi-zones, press... You can switch cursors between items by using WASD. Look at both clues. Oh! Alright.
A mark, undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
A thief is gonna escape through a window in that small hole? Okay. Oh, okay. First click.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
The chimney, you will see the hand icon and magnifying glass. Take it by clicking on it. The chimney. Oh. You can open inventory by clicking the right mouse button while playing. You can always activate any of your items from inventory by rolling the center wheel of your mouse. Ooh, okay. Alright, grab the magnifying glass, and we're interested. What are we interested in? Oh, they want me to go to the inventory. Ooh, pocket knife. Matches, magnifying glass. Oh, this is dialogue. Okay. I don't. Oh, deduction board. I guess you switch between the two. Ooh, meadows. This is. Oh, this is perspective? Oh, first person view? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is... Wait, this is another view. Oh, this is like a stationary third person view. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, once again, another one. And back to over the shoulder. Okay. Near the piano, some music scores are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory or directly in the game by scrolling the central wheel of your mouse. Use the magnifying glass on scores near the piano. Alright, here you go.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm noticing the stains, but wait, what? Okay, instructions, close. Instructions. Look for clues. Oh, simple enough. Okay. Am I just clicking in the wind? Am I just clicking in the wind? Oh, there it is. Okay.
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Why are they covered in soot? Press R or middle mouse to switch to first person. Ooh. Oh, okay. R changes perspective. R to move the character just left and click on your destination you want to reach. To run in the desired direction, double click somewhere. To switch back to the third person, press R. Oh, so in this mode, oh, he runs! Good for him. Okay. Okay, great. Back to this mode. I have to make the character move faster. Hold shift. Get that jog in. By pressing space, you can activate Sherlock Holmes' sixth sense. It will show you a hint not discovered yet. Is that like if it gets difficult for you, you press the space button, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh, do I want to use it now? You can now search for clues in the room. Oh yeah,
this draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
Wait a second. So the housekeeper was like, "Oh, I don't think it would be behind that divider. There's no way that person could be behind the divider." Silliness. Oh, okay, dialogue.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us turn around 180 before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Okay. I see soot. We were just talking about soot, weren't we?
Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
Oh, that's smart.
The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Oh, wasn't that in the chimney? There must be more in the room then. Okay. Oh, here it is.
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
Hmm. Thank you. For some reason, it was a little difficult to move forward.
It must have fallen from the chandelier.
Wait, what? If that's part of the crime, how'd they get down there? Fish tank. Oh, my loins. What's this perspective? There you go. Yeah, okay, that works for me.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
I have no idea why that fish would be there, but yeah. Alright, any more clues?
Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. We good?
What do you think, Holmes?
Oh, we're not good.
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Oh, can we leave the room? I don't think we want to leave the room just yet, right?
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Detective
You're
Baines.
already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
I do not think
The
so.
only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
Oh my god. The insults.
I'm pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then. Explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small. Small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt. A Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
Oh my god.
The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
Oh, okay.
Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
The fish is dead?
Yes, Watson.
Oh.
A poor goldfish, whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
It stuck it out of nowhere. Ooh, that's a nice necklace.
Marquis, here is your necklace.
Oh, I got an achievement. Yay.
Just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Well, thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box, and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
So, yep, I know.
There, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
That was a weird perspective. But we're going home. That's cool.
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
Okay, new dialogue was saved, but let me just snatch that newspaper right in front of your face if you don't mind. Alright guys, there's gonna be some very bad voice acting. Prepare yourself. Okay. Globe Explorer. Sherlock Holmes at the home of the Marquis of the Cunningham. The investigation is a fiasco yesterday. The celebrated detective Sherlock Holmes was invited to the manor of the Marquis of the Cunningham to supply his conclusions following his investigation to the disappearance of the priceless Samoan necklace. It should be recalled that the lady they called and detective of the police appeared flummoxed in the face of an astonishing circumstances surrounding the theft. Okay, how many? Oh gosh, okay. Oh, I'm already committed. Indeed, the valuable piece of jewelry disappeared while the door to the room in which he displayed was locked. The alarm was raised by the servants, alerted by the room service bell ringing out during the night. When the Marquis, the only person in possession of the key, opened the door, everyone rushed in and extinguished the fire that started before it noticed that the necklace had mysteriously vanished. The unexpected factor is that no thief was found within the room and all the exits were closed. As usual, Mr. Holmes resolved the case in the twinkling of an eye and the jewel was recovered. I will not waste my time on the various explanations to this finish, because I will prefer to draw your attention to readers to the last surprising development in the case. Following the departure of Sherlock Holmes, who placed the necklace in the safe himself, the Marquis knows that the jewel was nothing but a poor copy of the original. Let it not be forgotten that similar necklace, although plain and without the ornament, is unique because the rarity of its pearls, which are found only in small parts of the lagoon of the archipelago of the same name, and in which scientists attribute their exceptional quality to strong density as crystals aragonite that they are made of. The priceless necklace, brought here in the beginning of the century by Lord Fenton Arwick, the Marquis grandfather and eminent explorer, should appear part of the dark story of marriage to the Duke of Newcastle. So I'm going to place a simple question: should we not, in all open-mindedness, ask ourselves if the necklace was simply deliberately exchanged for a fake by Mr. Holmes himself? I'm aware, dear readers, that every time this question without any preconception may certainly shock some of you, but the facts are there, and our thoughts and judgments should not be confused with regards in which our share of the famous detective. It is not the first time that the Globe Explorer has expressed imagination to the Sherlock Holmes methods. Do not forget our counter investigation and escape of Arsenian Lupin, the Arsenian? Arsene? I don't know. The Frenchman who took malign pleasures in tarnishing the image of our royal family, who, by a lucky chance, managed to elude capture by Mr. Holmes. At the time, we did not have to consider a tacit complicity on the part of the latter. For those who are familiar with Mr. Holmes, it's quite apparent that his character traits show more of an opportunist and brilliant usurper than our altruistic defender of the law. I would draw the attention of our readers to the suggestion that the description this gentleman provides by his friend Dr. John Watson through his story is a long way from the truth. Oh, okay, 4 pages. At the time, we did not hesitate to consider a tacit complicity on the part of the latter. For those who are familiar... Oh, no, look, we read this. Indeed, his behavior is derisive, contemptuous, haughty, and offensive towards the police, and in particular... Yeah, offensive towards the police. In particular, towards Inspector Baines, replacing Inspector Lestrade, who is currently convalescent, and a habitual abuser of the narcotics such as heroin and cocaine. This is why, dear readers, it is important to disregard Sherlock Holmes' good reputation in order to form an objective opinion and to ask the pertinent questions. Was the necklace that Holmes found already a fake? If that was the case, why did he not mention it? And why should he insist on placing it back within the safe himself? Hey, the Marquis had a bad eye. He said that was a good copy. Not copy, that was his necklace. Had the detective some unsavory interest in this affair, or is this a simple case of deceit in order to steal the extraordinary Samoan necklace? It is up to you, dear readers, to form your own opinions, but you can count upon your humble servant to continue revealing the doubtful methods and motivation of one who needs in the future. I shall not hesitate to call Sherlock Holmes the usurper. To be continued. Oh, Farley. What's this? That should show Prince will record. Oh, this has nothing to do with the case, but I mean, the fact that it's here, I think it's good for the history. Okay, that was nothing. All right. Oh, and these are documentation. Oh, okay, great. Okay, great.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and bagpipe player, might be our next king. That's not so shocking, my dear fellow.
You know exactly to which article
I'm
referring, Holmes.
I read the second one.
Can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard. Come in, Inspector Baines, the door's open.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
You are one of our rare visitors who avoids the second-to-last step of the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
Have you read that rag?
Inspector, I assume that you have the fake necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would like me to examine it.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny putting this fake in the box.
Can't that wait? I must go to the house of Lord Peregrine Maitland, the Bishop of Knight.
It's weird. When it comes to the decision making, yeah, right here, it's like, oh, okay, you can re-pick it. Very similar to like, okay, they're just messages. They're not like choices. Okay.
Inspector, can you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been
Watson
replaced by a
death stare.
fake?
I don't know how the reporter got hold of the information, but it's true. About the necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question the integrity and honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its place.
Mr. Holmes, the Marquis believes Osmond Farley's theory. I shouldn't be surprised if the reporter isn't behind all this slander about you. He's a freelancer, well known for his explosive and subjective articles.
Oh, Farley.
In any case, the Marquis assures us that you were the last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that we'll have no trouble in taking apart this theory.
It is unnecessary. Such allegations collapse on their own, like one of Mrs. Hudson's soufflés. Let us leave the police to solve this problem and turn our attention to the matters in hand.
Perhaps you are right, Holmes.
Okay,
And the Marchioness?
She is beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
What a lovely marriage.
Sarcasm, okay. It's weird. Can't get married because of the damn necklace.
Holmes, forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewelry?
Watson, I have an appointment, and it's out of the question that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector?
Be my guest.
Very well.
Okay, so we're switching to Watson? Wait. Watson or him? I think Watson. Oh, there we go. Validates.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh, he has skill to just look at that from far. Sixth sense, instructions rotate. Oh, oh, that's creepy. Okay, there we go.
These 3 pearls are of poor quality.
What's this?
This pearl is too small. It is not in its place here.
Oh, okay, this one here. I see. Oh.
This pearl is a different color. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake. This is nothing but a vulgar copy, and at a glance it would appear that the forger has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant imitation? I don't understand.
Yes, how is it possible? Holmes,
That was
do you
true.
have a theory about this?
Are there bullet holes in the
I have
wall?
absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector, that you will throw some light on this affair.
Holmes.
There are bullet holes in the wall.
You may accompany me, Watson, if you care to do so.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll keep you informed as to my inquiries.
Goodbye, Inspector. You mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
All right, Holmes.
I'm Watson now. Yay. Okay, so a map on his desk. I will examine stuff. What's this?
Holmes's homemade analyzer. The work table, where Holmes analyzes things.
Okay, simple enough. Is this it?
I have found your map.
I found your... Nice. I think this is what was that? Like quick move. Oh. Okay.
The police? Already? How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
It's a really nice hat. All 3 of them. Look at that.
What has happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God. How horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes!
Oh my God.
The Bishop, appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Mutilated. And killed. He was such a good man.
Oh wow, he's dead long enough for flies to appear.
Look at him. He is barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't had time to do an inventory, but nothing appears to have been stolen. And anyway, His Excellency didn't own anything of great value. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor? But you aren't the police?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave, and not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me.
The insults
for
to
help.
the police.
If you will
So
allow
good.
us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one. Therefore, we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever deduction board.
Oh, nice.
One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen. And indeed, it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
Okay, so this is the deduction board, right? Alright guys, so I'm thinking I'm going to stop it here. And yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited about this Let's Play. I hope you guys are too. So, I don't want to get stuck at a puzzle and be there for like 20 minutes. But, you know, that's just where good editing comes in. Alright guys, so that's it. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.